This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Smartphones are the latest rage in mobile phone technology. The yearly sale of mobile phones worldwide is more than 1 billion, of which 20% account for smartphone sales. There is a 100% annual increase in the sale of smartphones, and the high penetration rate suggests that by 2015, there will be 2 billion smartphone users globally. Both Apple and Samsung have innovated smartphones and have substantial market shares. Together, Apple and Samsung form a significant chunk of the global smartphone industry. Data from the IDC suggests that Apple recorded a whopping jump of 10 million units in a single year by selling 18.7 million units worldwide as compared to 8.7 million units sold the previous year. Samsung ranks fourth in the race with a 10.8% market share, reporting a jump in units from 2.4 million to 10.8 million. With the introduction of the Samsung Galaxy S series smartphones, Samsung competes with Apple's iPhone. This paper explores the comparing and contrasting factors of two major smartphone producers, Apple and Samsung. The paper seeks to find similarities and differences in the features and use of technology. Apple was the pioneer of mobile internet with its pioneering and revolutionary iPhone in 2007. Through the iPhone, Apple offered its users a fully functional web browser that directly connects them to the Internet universe. Apple's operating system, iOS, is vertically integrated with its handsets and application stores, giving users a unique experience. On the other hand, Samsung is a handset-only manufacturer that uses licensed operating systems from Google Android. Samsung uses a host of operating systems, such as Android for the Galaxy S series and Windows 7 for its BOTA-powered smartphones. Even though the Samsung Galaxy S series and Apple's iPhones have different operating systems, they appear to be similar in design and specifications. The screen, look, and feel of Samsung smartphones are strikingly similar to that of the iPhone. Both phones use touch technology and have some similar software, such as voice recognition. However, there are striking differences in both smartphone companies' design and manufacturing processes. While Apple is wholly involved in the development of its smartphone software, it is mainly a design company, unlike Samsung, which is mainly a manufacturing company. This is the major point of contrast between the two giants. Samsung meets many of Apple's manufacturing needs. Samsung is the largest manufacturer and supplier of raw and finished technological parts, and its operations are based in South Korea. Apple outsources its requirements for iPhone parts such as flash memory, DRAM, and applications processor, AP, accounting for 26% of its mechanical parts. The App Store is Apple's very own feature, which enables it to sell applications to iPhone users, making the app novel and unique to iPhone customers. Other popular features of Apple are iTunes and bookstores, which sell music and books to its customers. Apple's smartphone strategy is to launch a new product every few years, providing its customers with better features, interface, and usability. The iPhone was first released in 2007 and has been upgraded with the release of 5 models to date. Apple enjoys the trust and loyalty of its customers. Research and surveys indicate that iPhone users have the highest customer satisfaction at 83%. In comparison, the Android software used by Samsung showed a satisfactory rating of 77%. iPhone 5 has an excellent user interface, a compelling design, brand value, and a host of media applications through its own iTunes store. The ease and availability of these multiple features grant Apple smartphones immense popularity and a vast market share. Samsung is primarily a handset manufacturer, and it has so far been unable to create its own unique software or interfaces to match those of Apple's iPhones. By using an operating system built by Google and Android, Samsung's smartphones lose their uniqueness to all its competitors, who also use similar operating systems. This fact has greatly impacted Apple's sales, which it enjoys first place in the smartphone market. However, with its Galaxy 4, Samsung stepped up its rivalry with Apple. Galaxy 4 is very similar in design to the iPhone, which has a long screen and is slim. The Galaxy series also has all the features of the iPhone 5, giving it tough competition. It has a better, sharper and wider screen than Galaxy 3 and has been named as the product of the year. Galaxy 4 has a display screen that is more extensive than Apple's. It has the latest Android software, 4.2, and 2 GB RAM, double that of the iPhone 5. Samsung phones, which have lower prices than the iPhone, have upped their rivalry with Apple, increasing their market share in the smartphone segment. If you want to find more works like this essay on Apple versus Samsung smartphones, head over to ivpanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.